Alrighty guys, this is Antibes vlog day 2. We're heading towards Menton. Coming back after that, stopping off in Monaco. Apparently there's this big fancy building there that we must go see. I don't know. We'll go do some sightseeing and then hopefully see some really cool expensive cars. There's a man doing something. Okay. We've made it to Menton, our first stop. We got off the train, we made a beeline for McDonald's because we really needed a wee, so we had this double espresso and use the bathrooms, and then probably do a little bit more exploring before we head back to Monte-Carlo. Yeah. In Monaco, right? That's about it, really.
Like a kid in a candy store.
We're on the Formula One racetrack in Monaco. It's the 80th anniversary next week. It's nuts.
It's nuts. Rich people grass.
We're at the Monte-Carlo Casino.
That's where the movie Monte-Carlo was filmed. Jake just lost $10.
10 euros, which is more like almost $20.
Mum and Dad, if you're watching, I actually made it into the casino because we're not wearing shorts and sandals. So Dad, thank you. Jake's having a moment every 2 seconds about these cars. I'm still trying to figure out what window Selena Gomez came out of in Monte Carlo, the movie.
Still waiting to see a Bugatti. That is the goal for today. A Bugatti would be cool. We're at the Princess Palace. I want to go inside because I think that's where. Yeah, so what I was saying is I think that's where Charles Leclerc is. Formula 1 cars, but I'm not sure.
I wanted to do that because it just seemed like such a pretty place on all the photos, but of course it was raining today, so we didn't take our togs or anything. We just thought we'd spend the morning there, have a meander, and then head to Monaco and go to Monte Carlo and the casino and everything, which we did. But we had lunch in Menton. We were just wandering around for a bit trying to find somewhere with gluten-free options for Jake, but it was quite expensive, like about €15 for most things and up, so like up to €25 for things like pizza and pasta and everything, so there was not really any gluten-free options. So we ended up just deciding to go to Macca's. Jake got a Caesar salad there. We ordered, we sat down, all was well, finished our food, just had to finish the last few sips of our drink. This old fella comes and sits next to us and he's murmuring something in French, and my antisocial self decided I was going to ignore that because I just thought, oh, he can just talk to himself, we're just about to leave anyway. So I just looked over and give him a little polite little nod, but then he goes, oh, do you speak English? And we were like, yeah. And then he launches into a story of his brother retired or something, which I think he meant died, and then his twin brother, and now he's with his twin brother's wife or partner. And he talked about a few in-depth things that me and Jake were looking at each other going, It was about how he doesn't get physical with his partner. And we were just like, we didn't ask. And then his order got brought to him at his table. Ordered spuds. He wanted the wedges, and he got frites, which are the fries. And he was so not happy about it that he was yelling, what was he yelling? Lada. I think Jake said it's waiter in French or Belgian, whatever. I was like, oh my god, he's making a scene. So we thought, like, we saw that as our opportunity to like gap it. So we quickly got up and he was like, oh, I hope you have a lovely trip. Oh, that's right, because he asked where we were from. We were like, oh no, New Zealand, because he thought American, and we were like, no, New Zealand. Anyway, it was just really quite hard to get out of there because I was in the corner wedged in between him and the wall, so I had to kind of like scooch and like my butt hit the table and stuff. And he was just like, he went from getting angry at the waiter to saying, oh, have a lovely trip, hope to see you back again. And we were like, oh my god, bye. So I was being polite the whole time, bye, because I just kept nodding and saying yes, because that's what I do when I don't understand people. I just want to be polite and go, yeah. He was like, what do you mean yes? I haven't even finished what I'm saying, or like, you haven't even seen what I was going to show you. And I was like, yeah, I just want you to stop talking to me, that's why. But yeah, we left there, and that was really like, that was just a weird experience. Sorry, there's a cat out there. Oh my god, he's climbing the tree. It was umbrella season, right? Because it was raining, and I just think, my personal belief is that having an umbrella in tight, narrow spaces is very inconsiderate. I think it is inconsiderate. That's why I don't have umbrella. I refuse to use an umbrella when I know I'm gonna be in town. Like, wedged up against the wall, like shuffling along to get past, and like she's just taking up the whole thing. I turned to Jake and I was like, what do these people want me to do? Like, evaporate so that they can move past me? Like, move out of the way. Like, it's a two-way relationship here. I move out of the way, you move out of the way. I was really nervous to go into the casino because I just felt like I was so out of place. I was drenched. I just didn't look like I belonged to the casino. The casino is not my thing anyway. But I thought, you know, it's a bucket list thing, you have to do it. And we also didn't have our passports on us, so I was like really nervous they were going to ask for my passport, and I was going to have to be turned away at the door in front of all these rich people. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And we got there, I just went in with my bag wide open because I just didn't want anyone to be suspicious of me. So I was like, hello. And he just saw that I had like literally 4 cameras in there, and he was just like, he didn't even frisk me, and I was like, thank you. But then right after security, there's this umbrella thing that you like give them your wet umbrella and they'll put it in a bag and get it back to you. And like I just thought like, oh, I was like feeling these people push up behind me, so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm blocking the way. I'll just nip through. Like she handed her umbrella over, held her arm out so I couldn't just nip through the middle. I was just like, she was scooching, and she's just like holding it there, so I was like coming right up against her arm. She still wasn't moving, and I went to go, and then the umbrella came back, and I was like, far out. Quickly moved around her because I was already moving at speed. And I just thought, like, if that was me and I looked, like, I'm always looking around to see if people need to get around me, like if that was me, I'd just move my arm away and go, you go through, like, you know, just be polite, like considerate. Like I was doing that the other day. Like every time we need to stop and check our directions again, we hop off the path, like we squish ourselves up against the wall, get out of people's way. Every other tourist here stops dead in their tracks. They're just like, oh, where are we? You know? And it's like busy street, people are just stopped and then they just stare at things. And people have places to be, you know. Cooking some nachos. I just made the salsa. And then I thought I'd tell you about our story because that man was quite creepy. And I didn't say it in order of events, but you get the gist. He was just quite inappropriate, I thought. And I just thought, like, I wouldn't sit down next to somebody and start telling them about my, like, personal, like, life. You weren't sat right next to me, wedging me up against the thing, yelling at the waiter and being real creepy. Maybe it would have been a nice conversation. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
It was weird. He's not physical with his twin brother's wife. I don't know. It's a weird story. It was just weird.
It was so weird.
Apparently I won the lottery. I won the lottery.
He won the lottery and he doesn't even know it yet. That's what he kept saying.
I don't know it yet, but this made a yummy dinner.
Yeah, so technically I won the lottery. But I would never admit that. And yeah, so now we're gonna eat some dinner and hopefully have an early night's sleep, and then we're going into Nice tomorrow.
Into Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm gonna season my nachos.
Yeah, so we shall see you when we see you.